Hello students, today we are doing exercise 8.4 of chapter 8, class 10, introduction to trigonometry. This is most important exercise of this chapter. So first question of exercise 8.4, we have to express these trigonometric ratios sine A, secant A and tangent A in terms of cot A. Means we have to change all these trigonometric ratios and the answer we want in the form of cot A. And for all these type of questions we have to remember all trigonometric identities that we have discussed earlier. So in this question we will use the trigonometric identity cosecant square A minus cot square A is equal to 1. From this trigonometric identity, what we will get? We can find out the value of cosecant square A. This cot square A will go on the right side and it will be 1 plus cot square A. We can find out the value of cosecant A. This square will go in the right side and become root 1 plus cot square A. And cosecant is reciprocal of sine A, so we can find out the value of sine A from this cosecant. So if we want sine A, reciprocal of that, so 1 plus cot square A root, it will become 1 upon 1 plus cot square A. This is the value of sine A. So we did one trigonometric ratio sine A in terms of cot A. Answer is in cot form. So next we will take the secant A. So for this we have to, first identity we use this one. Next identity of secant, we can use secant square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. So students, you should use wisely these identities. You can check in the question which trigonometric ratio you have to convert in which form. So according to that we can choose the trigonometric identity, because like this in the secant we have to quote in the change. So secant square identity we can use in that will be helpful for us. So from this we can write secant square A is equal to 1 plus tan square A, or you can write it, because we have to change tan square A into cot square. We want our answer in the cot form, so we can write tan square is equal to 1 upon cot square A. We change this value in the cot, so it will be 1 upon cot square A, or after taking LCM cot square A, it will be cot square A plus 1. So if we want to find out the value of secant A, this square will go on the other side and it will be become root of all these, cot square A plus 1 upon cot square A. So this square will cancel the root. So in the denominator cot A will be there, in the denominator cot will be there, and in the numerator 1 plus cot square A will remain same. So this is the value of secant. We did for secant also. Next is the tangent. We have to convert tangent in the cot A. So this is the simple one. Tan A is equal to 1 upon cot A. We know that this is the reciprocal of tan, so we can write it down like so. All three values we find in this question. In the second question, all trigonometric ratios of angle A we have to change in terms of secant A. So as we did in the first question, in this type of question we have to use the identity according to our question. So because we have to change in the secant, all trigonometric 6 trigonometric ratios we have to change all in the secant form. So first we are using sine square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. So we can write from here sine square A is equal to 1 minus, this cos will go on the right side, 1 minus cos square A. And this cos we can change in the secant because we want our answer in the secant form. So secant is reciprocal of cos, so I can write 1 upon secant square A. So we will take the LCM from here, secant square in the denominator and secant square A minus 1. So we have to find the value of sine. So sine A, this square will go on the right side and become the root secant square A minus 1 upon secant square A. So in the denominator that root will cancel secant A, and in the numerator root will be there secant square A minus 1. So first thing we did sine A in the form of secant A. Next we will take cos. So as you know, cos is the reciprocal of secant, so simply we can write cos A is equal to secant A. This is the second trigonometric ratio. After cos we will take tangent, next trigonometric ratio. As we know, tangent is equal to sine A upon cos A. So sine A we know, we already did with the sine, is equal to secant square A minus upon secant A. So we can put this value in place of sine A, secant square A minus 1 upon secant A in the numerator, and then in the denominator cos A is there, and cos A we can write 1 upon secant A, so 1 upon secant A. So when we will do the calculation for it, it will be secant square A minus 1 upon 1. This secant will cancel of the denominator part, so the answer is secant square A minus 1. This is for tan A. So three trigonometric ratios we did: sine, cos and tangent. Next we will take cosecant. So as you know, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine A, so we can write down cosecant A is equal to 1 upon sine A, and sine A value we know, this is secant square A minus 1 root upon secant A. So we will put the value 1 upon the value of sine A, secant square A minus 1 upon secant A, or it will go up. So secant A upon secant square A minus 1. This is the value for cosecant. Next value is cot. So cot is equal to 1 upon tan, reciprocal of tan. And tangent value we already know, secant square A minus 1. So 1 upon root secant square A minus 1. So in this way we can find out the all trigonometric ratios. If the question is there, in particular that form the answer should come. We can change all trigonometric ratios in that form. Question number 3. Evaluate, first part is there, sine square 63 degree plus sine square 27 degree upon cos square 17 degree plus cos square 73 degree. So we have to find the value of that. Let's do it. So what we should do in this type of question, in the numerator 2 sine squares are there, in the denominator 2 cos squares are there. So we can use our identity sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, but 2 sine square are there, so we need to change one sine into cos form, and in the down part we need to change one cos in the sine, so we can use our identity here. So what we will do, we can write down sine square 90 degree. We will use the complementary property here, complementary angle property. So 63 how we will get, when I will minus 27 degree from 90. When I will minus 27 from 90, I will get 63. So I can change and write it down like this, plus sine square 27 will remain same, and in the denominator again I will change like this, cos square 17 degree plus this cos I will change cos square 90 minus how we will get 73, when I will minus 17 from 90 degree, then I will get 73. So in the next step is sine square. So as we know our complementary property of angles, that sine 90 degree minus theta is equal to cos theta. This property we know, so we will use here sine square will change into cos square, 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So we can write, theta is 27, so cos square 27 degree, and sin square is already there, sin square 27 degree, upon the down part denominator cos square 17 degree, plus this cos will change into sin square, and theta is 17 degree, so we will write 17 degree. So this property sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, and sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So 1 upon 1, and the answer will be 1. So we have to learn all the identities and all the properties that we have used in this chapter, so that it will be easy to solve these type of questions. Question number 3, exercise 8.3, second part. Sin 25 degree cos 65 degree plus cos 25 degree and sin 65 degree. So whenever we want to solve any question, we should think like which property, which identity we can use in this question. So one sin and one cos is there in the half part, and plus, and after that one cos and one sin. So to solve that, we have to make some identity like sin square theta plus cos square theta we can use, but for that two sin means sin square should be there. So we can change one sin in the cos and one cos in the sin in the different half. So I will write sin 25 degree, and this cos I can change 90 degree minus 65 I will get if I will minus 25 from 90, plus cos 25 degree, and this sin 65 I will get if I will minus 25 from 90 degree. So it will be sin 25 degree and cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. So it will change into sin, and theta is 25, so I will write 25, plus cos 25 degree. This sin will change into cos, and theta is 25 degree. Now two sin same angle, multiplication is there, so I can write sin square 25 degree plus cos square 25 degree. So this identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So I can write it down here 1 is the answer for this question. Question number 4, first part. 9 secant square a minus 9 tan square a is equal to, we have to find the value, and 4 options as given, a, b, c, d. So according to our answer we will choose the given option. So let's do it. 9 sin square a minus 9 tan square a. So I can take 9 common from this equation, secant square a, and this will be left inside the bracket, and 9 has gone, so tan square a is left in the bracket. So this is our property, secant square a minus tan square a is equal to 1. So I can write 9 into 1. So in the bracket you have to write the reason that we use this property, sin square a minus tan square a is equal to 1. So it will be 9 is the answer. So according to the options given to us, B is the correct option. Second part, 1 plus tan theta plus secant theta, this is in one bracket, and 1 plus cos theta minus cosecant theta, this is in the other bracket. We have to find out the value for that, and after that we have to choose the options A, B, C, D given here. So in this type of question, what we can do, we have to change this trigonometric ratios in the basic functions. Basic functions mean tan will change into sin upon cos, and secant will change into cos, and cot will change into cos, and sin, cosecant will change into sin. So let's do that. 1 plus tangent will be sin theta upon cos theta, secant will be 1 upon cos theta, this is in the one bracket, and in the next bracket cot is cos theta upon sine theta minus cosecant theta is 1 upon sine theta. Now we will take the LCM for the one bracket and LCM in the second bracket. So in the first bracket, cos theta we will take as a LCM. So cos theta plus sine theta plus 1. And in the second bracket, sine theta is the LCM. So 1 means sine theta will be there plus cos theta minus 1. So when we will multiply these two brackets, this cos theta and sine theta is in the multiplication, and in the numerator this is A, this is B, and this is A, this is B, means in the numerator A plus B and A minus B. So this is the identity of A square minus B square. So we can write down A means cos theta plus sine theta A square minus B is 1, so square of 1. So this identity we have used, A square minus B square. So again one more identity is there. If we will look carefully, cos theta plus sine theta, square of that. So this is the identity A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB. So this identity we will use in the numerator. So it will be A square means cos square theta, B square means sine square theta plus 2AB. 2 into A means cos theta and B means sine theta. This identity we have used, and minus 1 is there in the numerator, and in the denominator cos theta into sine theta. So as we know, cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. So we will put 1 in place of that plus the remaining part cos theta sine theta, and minus 1 is also there upon cos theta sine theta. So in the numerator 1 plus and 1 minus is there, so we can cancel. So left part is 2 cos theta sine theta upon cos theta sine theta. So we can cancel this thing, and the answer is 2 here. So in our options, C part is our answer, so we will tick C as an answer. Third part, secant A plus tan A in one bracket and 1 minus sine A in the other bracket. We have to find the value, and according to our answer we have to choose the given option A, B, C, D. So again we will change in the basic function secant. What we can write, 1 upon cos A, and tangent we have to change sine A upon cos A. This is the one bracket, and in the other bracket already sine is there, so we will write sine. So in the first bracket we can take cos A as a LCM and 1 plus sine A in the numerator. In the other bracket 1 minus sine A and upon 1 we can write. So when we will multiply these two brackets, it will be A plus B and A minus B. So again the identity A square minus B square we will use here. So A square means square of 1, B square, B is sine, so sine A and square of that, A square minus B square, and upon cos A is there. So it will be 1 minus sine square A upon cos A. So from the identity sine square A plus cos square is equal to 1. So we can write down 1 minus sine square A is cos square A upon cos A. So we can cancel cos A, and the answer is cos A. So according to our answer we will choose the option A, B, C, D. D is the cos A. We will choose option D. Fourth part of question number 4, exercise 8.3. 1 plus tan square A upon 1 plus cot square A. We have to find the value of that. So we can write down according to our identity our identity. We know secant square a minus tan square a is equal to 1. So we will use this identity. So 1 plus tan square a, I can write secant square a, and similar the other property is there. Cosecant square a minus cot square a is equal to 1. So according to this identity, I can write 1 plus cot square is equal to cosecant square a. So in the denominator, cosecant square a I can write. So secant, I can write secant is reciprocal of cos. So 1 upon cos square a. And cosecant is reciprocal of sine. So I can write in the denominator 1 upon sine square a. So when it will go up, cos square in the denominator, and this will go up sine square a upon 1. So it will be sine square a upon cos square a, and this is tan square a. So according to the given option, D is our answer, tan square a is our answer. Exercise 8.3, question number 5. We have to do in question number 5 that prove the following identities where the angles involved are acute angles for which the expressions are defined. These expressions we have to prove, that means left hand side we have to prove equal to right hand side. Both sides we need to prove equal. So first part, cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square is equal to 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. So we will take left hand side and we will prove it to the right hand side. So left hand side, cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square. So we can write cosecant because this is a reciprocal of sine. So 1 upon sine, and cot is cos theta upon sine theta and whole square. So in the bracket, sine is there in the denominator, and 1 minus cos theta and whole square of that. So 1 minus cos theta square is there. Square means we are multiplying 1 minus cos theta 2 times. So 1 minus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta I can write, and in the denominator sine square theta is there. So numerator I will write down same, and in the denominator from the identity sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So value of sine square theta I can write 1 minus cos square theta. So 1 minus cos square theta means if I will do the square of 1, so it will be a square minus b square. We can use the identity in the denominator. So how it will change, numerator I will write down same, and in the denominator this identity is equal to a plus b and a minus b. So I can write 1 as a, 1 minus cos theta, and a plus b, 1 plus cos theta. So up and down the same portion, same thing we can cut. So 1 minus cos theta is up and 1 minus cos theta down, we can cancel that. So what is left from here, 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. So this is our right side, so we can write down this is equal to right hand side. Second part of question number 5, exercise 8.3, cos a upon 1 plus sin a plus 1 plus sin a upon cos a. We need to prove this is equal to 2 secant a. So we will start from left hand side. So in the left hand side we will take LCM of these two terms. So when we will take LCM, it will multiply cos a into 1 plus sin a. So 1 plus sin is there, so cos a will multiply in the numerator of this, so it will be cos square a, plus cos a is there, so 1 plus sin a will multiply in the denominator, and it will be 1 plus sin a and square of that. 1 plus sin a already there, and 1 plus sin a from the LCM, so whole square of 1 plus sine A. Now in the next step, cos square A we will write in the same, and this is the identity A plus B whole square. So we will open that. A square means square of 1 plus B square sine square A plus 2AB. So 2 into A into B upon cos A into 1 plus sine A. So in the numerator, cos square A plus sine square A. So this is our identity, that cos square A plus sine square A is equal to 1. So in place of cos square A plus sine square A, I will write 1 plus square of 1 is 1, and this is 2 sine A, and in the down part cos A and 1 plus sine A we will write same. So it will be 2 plus 2 sine A upon cos A into 1 plus sine A. So 2 I will take common from numerator, so it will remain 1 plus sine A upon, same thing we will write in the denominator. So these terms are in the multiplication, we can cancel the same term. 1 plus sine A I will cancel from 1 plus sine A. So left part 2 upon cos A. So I can write 1 upon cos A is equal to secant A. So I can write 2 secant A, and this is equal to our right hand side. This is equal to our right hand side. Third part of exercise 8.3, question number 5. Tan theta upon 1 minus cos theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta, we need to prove it is equal to secant theta cosecant theta plus 1. So left hand side we are taking. So in the left hand side we will change tan into sine upon cos form, and cot also cos and sine form. So wherever these terms are there we will change. So I will write tan as sine theta upon cos theta upon 1 minus cot means cos theta upon sine theta, plus second term cot is there, so cos theta upon sine theta, and 1 minus sine theta upon cos theta. So when I will take this down part in the up part, so it will be reciprocal. So in the numerator sine theta upon cos theta is there, and I will put in the means reciprocal, the sign will go up. So sine theta upon, we will took the LCM, so it will be sine theta minus cos theta, and the same with the second term, cos theta upon sine theta from the numerator, and denominator part will go up, reciprocal, this cos will go up, cos theta, and down is cos theta minus sine theta. So when we will multiply these two, sine and sine, it will be sine square theta upon cos theta, and this is in the bracket sine theta minus cos theta, plus cos will multiply with cos, so cos square theta upon sine theta out from the bracket, and in the bracket cos theta minus sine theta. Now we will take LCM of both these two terms. So when we will take LCM, cos and sine theta will multiply, and the inside part of this bracket we have to change in the same, like sine theta minus cos theta. If I will change cos theta minus sine theta, same like this, I have to take minus, means minus common from this bracket. So this will change into sine will become plus and cos will become minus. So instead of this plus sign, the minus will come. So from the bracket sine theta minus cos theta, we have changed it. So in the up part, sine square theta is up there numerator in the first term. So sine square theta, and sine theta minus cos theta is in the down part, and cos theta is also there. So from in the LCM, only sine theta we have to multiply with this. So sine theta, and minus is there now. So minus this same thing is there, only cos theta we have to multiply. So cos square theta into cos theta. So it will be sine cube theta minus cos cube theta upon sine theta cos theta, and in the bracket sine theta minus cos theta. So here one identity we know, that a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into a square plus b square plus ab. This is the identity of a cube minus b cube, and this identity we will use in our question. So it will change. A minus b means sine theta minus cos theta in the bracket, and a square plus b square. A square means sine square theta, b square means cos square theta, plus ab means sine theta and cos theta in the multiplication. And down part in the denominator, same thing we will write, sine theta cos theta, and in the bracket sine theta minus cos theta. So this is equal to 1. We will write this sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So 1 plus sine theta cos theta upon same denominator, and in the bracket sine theta minus cos theta. So now we can cancel the same terms. We will cancel this, and it will be 1 plus sine theta cos theta, left part in the numerator, and in the denominator sine theta and cos theta. So we can write these two terms separately, means 1 upon sine theta cos theta plus sine theta cos theta, this second upon second sine theta cos theta. So this will cancel, and this is 1 upon sine is cosecant theta, and 1 upon cos is secant theta, and plus this we have cancelled, and plus is there. So this is equal to our right hand side. So we can write this is equal to right hand side. Fourth part of question number 5, 1 plus secant a upon secant a is equal to sine square a upon 1 minus cos a. We need to prove these sides are equal. So we are taking left hand side first. So remember students, some questions can be there that you need to prove left side at the different stage and right side at the different stage, and then both left and right side you have to prove equal. So this is that type of question. So left hand side is 1 plus secant a upon secant a. So I will change it, 1 upon 1 I can write, and secant will change into cos a. This secant also I will change into cos a. So in the up numerator cos a and cos a plus 1, then in the denominator 1 upon cos a. So it will change into cos a plus 1 upon cos a, and the reciprocal of this cos a upon 1. This will cancel, and from the left side this part we get cos a plus 1. So in the same way we have to do with the right hand side now. On the right hand side, sine square a upon 1 minus cos a is there. So we can write sine square a upon 1 minus cos a. We will change it. Sine square a, what we can write down 1 minus cos square a, because we know the property sine square a plus cos square is equal to 1. So in place of sine square a, I will write 1 minus cos square a. And this is the identity a square minus b square. A is 1 and b is cos. So a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b. So we need to change in this a plus b and a minus b. These terms are in multiplication, so we can cancel the same terms up and down. So what is left here? 1 plus cos a is left. From the left hand side also we got the same answer, cos a plus 1, and from the right side also same, 1 plus cos a. So we can write down that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Fifth part, cos a minus sin a plus 1 upon cos a plus sin a minus 1 is equal to cosecant a plus cot a. We need to prove these sides are equal. So we are taking left hand side. So in the left hand side, first step we need to do that we have to divide numerator and denominator by sin a. So why we are doing that? Because in the right side cosecant and cot is there, and in the left side cos and sine, these terms are there. So we need to change cos and sine in the form of cosecant and cot. So for that we need to divide numerator and denominator by sin a. Let's see what will happen. This is the line. In the numerator part, cos a upon sin a minus sin a upon sin a plus 1 upon sin a. We divide the numerator by sin a. Now the denominator, cos a upon sin a plus sin a upon sin a minus 1 upon sin. So after this we will change cos upon sine in cot, minus sine upon sine is 1, plus 1 upon sine is cosecant. Same in the denominator, cos upon sine cot plus sine upon sine 1 and 1 upon sine cosecant. So now little bit we have to change the position. So cosecant we will write in the beginning plus cot a minus 1 upon 1 plus cot a minus cosecant a. So why we did that? Because we will use the identity. Which identity I am talking about? As you know, cosecant square a minus cot square a is equal to 1. We know this identity. So we will use this identity in our question. In place of 1, I can write this identity. So I will write cosecant a plus cot a minus this identity. So bracket cosecant square a minus cot square a upon the same part we will write in the denominator, 1 plus cot a minus cosecant a. So in the next step, this is a square, this is b square. A square minus b square. So a square minus b square is equal to a plus b. A is cosecant and b is cot, and a minus b. So cosecant a minus cot a, and in the denominator 1 plus cot a minus cosecant a. So as you see in the numerator, this part I will underline, this part is same. From this bracket we can take this as a common, and from the full numerator we can take cosecant a plus cot a as a common term. So we will take it as a common. So it will be cosecant a plus cot a common. Then what is left in the bracket? In place of this 1 is there, minus this part we took, and this is left. So this is in the bracket. and in front of bracket minus is there, so cosecant will be of minus, and this minus will change into plus, so plus cot A, and bracket is there, upon 1 plus cot A minus cosecant A. So as in the numerator these terms are in the multiplication, so same these terms, 1 minus cosecant plus cot A, 1 minus cosecant plus cot A, we can cancel these terms. So left part is cosecant A plus cot A, and this is equal to our right side. So in this way we have proved that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Sixth part, root 1 plus sine A upon 1 minus sine A is equal to secant A plus tangent A. So let's start with the left hand side. In the left hand side 1 plus sine A and 1 minus sine A is there under this root. So we can rationalize this number. Rationalize means, as we have discussed this concept rationalization in the previous videos also. So rationalize means this denominator part, opposite of this sign, we will multiply in the numerator and denominator. 1 minus sign is there, so I will change the sign. 1 plus sine A in the numerator and 1 plus sine A in the denominator, we have to multiply under the root. So in the next step what will be 1 plus sine A and 1 plus sine A, 2 times multiplication, so 1 plus sine A square of that, and down A minus B and A plus B. So this identity A square minus B square, so A square is 1 square of that and B is sine A square of that. And don't forget the root is there, so it will be 1 plus sine A square of that upon 1 minus sine square A means cos square A. As we know the identity sine square A plus cos square is equal to 1, so 1 minus sine square is equal to cos square A. So both squares are there, so root will be cancelled by square. So 1 plus sine A upon cos A. So we can change into different form, like what we can write 1 upon cos A plus sine A upon cos A. So 1 upon cos A means secant, sine upon cos means tangent. So secant A plus tangent A, and this is our right hand side. Seventh part, sin theta minus 2 sin cube theta upon 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta is equal to tan theta. So as you can see in the left side, sin theta in the numerator we can take common, and in the denominator cos theta we can take common. So sin theta if we will take common, 1 minus 2, cube is there, 1 we take out, 2 are left, so 2 sin square theta, and same we will do in the denominator. So cos theta we will take common, so remaining part in the bracket 2 cube is there, so 1 we took out, so cos square theta in the bracket minus this cos we took out, so minus 1, so cos theta into bracket 2 cos square theta minus 1. So as we know the identity that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, we use this identity here. In place of this 1 we will write this, so it will become sin theta, and in the bracket 1 means this, so I will write sin square theta plus cos square theta, and minus 2 sin square theta is already there, so minus 2 sin square theta in the bracket, and in the denominator same we will do 2 cos square theta is there, and 1 we will change by this identity, so minus cos square theta plus sine square theta. So what we will left here in the numerator, sine square theta minus 2 sine square theta. So 1 minus sine square theta is left, cos square theta minus sine square theta in the numerator, and in the denominator cos theta is out of the bracket, and this is 2 cos square theta minus cos square theta and minus sine square theta. So 1 minus we will do from 2 cos square theta. So what will be left? Cos square theta is left minus, so in front of bracket minus is there, so this plus will change the minus sine square theta. So up and down part, these terms are same, and in the multiplication we can cancel that. So what is left here? Sine theta upon cos theta, and as we know sine theta upon cos theta is tangent theta, and this is equal to our right hand side. So in this way we can prove that left side is equal to right side. Eighth part, sin a plus cosecant a whole square plus cos a plus secant a whole square. We need to prove this is equal to 7 plus cot square a plus tan square a. So let's start from left hand side. So in the left hand side we can consider this is a and this is b, a plus b whole square, and in the same way in this bracket, so we will use this identity, a plus b whole square is equal to a square means sine square a, b square means cos square a, plus 2, a means sine and b means cosecant. Same with the second bracket, a square plus b square plus 2a into b. So in the next step we will change this cosecant into sine because this is reciprocal of sine, and this secant into cos because secant is reciprocal of cos. So it will be sine square a plus cosecant square a plus 2 into sine a, and cosecant we can write 1 upon sine. And same with the other bracket, cos square a plus secant square a plus 2 cos a into secant, we can write down 1 upon cos a. So this is the multiplication, we can cancel sine to sine and cos to cos. So it will be sine square a plus cosecant square a plus 2 plus cos square a plus secant square a plus 2. So this 2 plus 2 we will add, it will be 4, and sine square a plus cos square a is our identity, this is equal to 1. So 1 plus cosecant square a plus secant square a plus 2 plus 2 4. 1 plus, so what we can write down cosecant square a according to our identity, we can write 1 plus cot square a, and secant square a we can write 1 plus tan square a plus 4. So this is 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6 and plus 1 7. So it will be 7 plus cot square a plus tan square a, and this is equal to our right hand side. So we can write down this is equal to our right hand side. Ninth part of exercise 8.3, question number 5, cosecant a minus sine a and secant a minus cos a is equal to, we need to prove this is equal to cos a into sine a. So let's start with left hand side. We will change cosecant into sine, so 1 upon sine minus 1 more sine is there in the bracket, and this secant we will change into cos, so we can write 1 upon cos minus cos a. So in the bracket we will take LCM, so it will become sine a 1 minus sine square a and in this bracket cos A in the LCM 1 minus cos square A. This is in the second bracket. So when we will multiply these two brackets, 1 minus sine square is cos square A upon sine A, and multiplication is there, 1 minus cos square A is sine square A, and in the denominator cos A is there. So these are in the multiplication, one sine we can cancel from here and one cos we can cancel from here. So what is left here? Cos A into sine A, and this is our right hand side, so we can write down this is equal to right hand side. Last part, 10th part of exercise 8.4, question number 5. 1 plus tan square A upon 1 plus cot square A is equal to 1 minus tan A upon 1 minus cot A whole square is equal to tan square A. So three sides are there. So what we will do in this question, first we will take this left side and we will prove this is equal to this side, and then we will take this middle side, middle term, and we will prove this is equal to tan square A. So left hand side first we are taking 1 plus tan square A upon 1 plus cot square A. So 1 plus tan square A, according to our identity, what we can write it, secant square A. 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosecant square A. For these type of question, all these question, we have to learn our identities and our other trigonometric ratios to solve this question very quickly. That will help you. So secant square A, what I can write, 1 upon cos square A, and cosecant I can change into 1 sine square A. So 1 upon cos square A in the numerator and 1 plus cos square A in the denominator. So it will be reciprocal, the sign will go up, so it will be sine square A upon cos square A. So this is tan square A. So tan square A, the last term is equal to this, so this is equal to tan square A. Now we will take this middle part and we will prove this is equal to tan square A. So 1 minus tan A upon 1 minus cot A whole square. So what we can write down, we will change tan and cot in the sine and cos form. So 1 minus sine A upon cos A. In the denominator, 1 minus cot will change into cos A upon sine A, and square of that. So we did the square of that. Then we will take LCM. In the numerator, cos A is the LCM, so cos A minus sine A, and in the denominator sine A is the LCM, so sine A minus cos A and square of this. So now we will put these terms in the up direction, so we will take reciprocal. So in the bracket, because we need to form the same thing, sine A minus cos A, here sine is of minus, so we will take minus as a common, so it will be minus sine A minus cos A. We took the minus form here, upon cos A, this sign will go up, sine A upon sine A minus cos A and square of that. So it will be, we can cancel these terms, so minus sine A upon cos A minus sine A upon cos A and square of that. So this will be sine square A upon cos square A is equal to tan square A. So it was our first equation, and this is our second equation. From equation first and second, what we get, from equation 1 and 2 we get this term is equal to this term and this is equal to this, means all three terms are equal to each other. So students, in this video we did all sums of exercise 8.4. I hope you like this video. Please give a thumbs up in the comment section, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel.